Morning, my name is Najib Berksti. In my previous movie I explained my full name is Mohammed Najib bin Abdullah. I converted to Muslim September 29, 2020 this year. Last year, sorry, it was 2021. And I'll try to explain, because I was Christian before. Okay, I have experience with other religion, and I try to explain how I see it. It's my opinion. You can agree or disagree. Je m'en fous means I don't care. I mean, I thought nobody can shoot me now. But you can shoot your words, and if people want to comment, this is the first time. I mean, second time. Yesterday I did another vlog, but it was too long and I couldn't upload it, so I tried to be smarter today, and I put a timer, maximum 15. I wanted to stop at 12 and see that I can still upload it and share it with people first, because I want to let my friends. By the way, Mr. Sa works in a restaurant in Johor, the SSM. Actually, I go there all the time, but I don't know the name, forgot. And I hang around there because I came to that area because when I set up my company, Berksti Bangsa, Seni Mahat, first I had Johor, but because this is a name you cannot use, a lot of delay, but finally now a lot of other challenges too. So finally now the company is registered, and I have Facebook pages, I have a foundation, which I still need to register, but I do the foundation as for charity work. And so actually it means love, and that's what they told me, because I had before Berksti Borneo. You see, I love Borneo. It's Sherpa, Sarawak, Borneo warrior. And sorry about the sound, is my dog. Yeah, it's outside. I always say it's my best girlfriend ever. She never complains when I come home late. She never nags. She never talk bad behind my back. And best thing, she never ever asks for money. She only wants food. Yeah. So that's why I call her my best friend ever. Girlfriend ever. Yeah. Okay. I know I'm Muslim now. I'm not supposed to have a dog, but I can have a dog outside. She's not inside. She would be dangerous. She likes sausages, and I sleep nude, so cannot tagbalik. Just joking. Okay, so what happened? Yeah, I came here and I converted, and it was Mohammed Najib bin Abdullah, because, as I said before, for 14 years people say I look like him, especially when I wear a suit, and sometimes I get shocked. But it's okay, I don't want to go on that now. So I want to go back to religion. So I converted to Muslim, and my first, originally I was born Catholic in Belgium, and I always like to do my own research. We didn't have Uncle Google that time, so I did some research and I found out why the Vatican is so rich. So what happened, they went to America and they went there to so-called convert the Red Indians. But when I read deeper, I know what I found out, and I know nowadays you don't know who to trust what information to trust when you go on internet. But at that time from the books, so they killed a lot of Red Indians. They used to say, do you believe in God? And of course these people didn't understand what the hell you were talking about, so they chop off their head. But what I believe they really went for was gold. That's why the Vatican is so rich. So, a lot of ships with gold went down in the sea. Treasure hunters are going for it, but a lot of them arrived, and that's why the Vatican and maybe other religion became very, very rich. I'm going to have some coffee. So I was born Catholic, and because reading that, I became atheist, because in Belgium it's very, we are free. In Belgium, religion and state is separated. That means if you marry for a church, okay, good for you all. God or, you know, your mosque, or, but state don't accept, so you have to marry in a tonal. So you have to marry 2 times. At school you will not have any religious sign. But I remember I went to a school and we had many different kind of religion, people, students of religion background. And the school really arranged, there was only one Muslim guy, but they arranged an imam, we call it that time. And then there was one guy of Holland, a Protestant guy, and they really had to arrange for him just because of one guy, because the law says you have to make sure you arrange a teacher, a religious teacher for that person. So they had to do it by law, and I think this was a good thing. So most of us were Catholic, and you know, people call me Masala, not Mashallah, but I was a little bit naughty. I was quite naughty at school. Teachers resigned of me, and I gave my pastor quite a hard time, because he always asked us questions, and I asked questions back. And I like to play mind games. Yeah. I cannot help it. It's maybe a blessing or maybe it's a curse. I don't know. Some people like it. Some people hate it. When you're a victim, you hate it. But when you like to laugh, then I like to laugh. I like to laugh also, of course, you can't believe it. But so I get some quite challenges for my teachers. I was a bit naughty, but I had a good time at school. And so when you're a student and go at school, enjoy your time, because once you're out there and have to work, then it's different. Yeah. Don't be like me. Don't bully your teachers. And do terrible things like that. I can tell you. But people loved it. I was hero. I can tell you one thing. Of course, at school you were not allowed to smoke. And in Belgium we have this chocolate cigarettes. Yeah, I have the time. I see you have 8 minutes. And we had a teacher called, the nickname was Babalut. And of course, this was his nickname. I don't know how they came to that name, but they hated it. And okay, I'll tell you how naughty I was. So I went to the boys' room where you can go to do your job, but some people go, you know, and I thought, you know, I take this chocolate, it looks like really like a real cigarette. So I go to the toilet and I saw he's around, so I say I'm gonna set him up. And I take the cigarette and I pretend to smoke it. Yes, within 1 minute he came and he dragged me, because the toilet was at the other side of the playground. And he dragged me over the playground. Everybody saw what he was doing, and I really enjoyed it. I was really naughty. So he bring me into the principal's office, and he was so excited that he catched, I don't want to say Najib, my name Patrick that time, that he catch me smoking, and he even didn't knock the door. He opened the door, and there was some guy from Ministry of Education, and that made it even more fun. And of course the principal was upset, because there's no manners, you just go into a meeting like that. But he was so excited that he catched me. He didn't know it was a chocolate cigarette. And he said, I catch that guy, you know, I catch him, you know. He was so happy, you know, because this was his job, okay, yeah? So people do their job. So, but he catched me, and I couldn't try not to smile. I tried to pretend to feel like a victim, like, I'm really sorry, I shouldn't do that. But then actually the principal said, okay, the guy is in, just let him finish the story. And actually 2 weeks before I was there for another case with a teacher who resigned because of me, but this one I really don't want to tell. So he knew me already, and he suspected, this is Patrick again, you know. And the fun part was, he said, so Patrick, what do you have to say? You were caught smoking. I said, I don't know, you know. He said, well, what do you mean you don't know? Babalut, then actually, because he also knew the nickname, so the guy got upset because his name was Mr. ABC, and nobody is supposed to call him Bubbler. So even the principal called him Bubbler, I remember, and he was a bit pissed, you know, like, don't use this name, you know, in public. But anyway, I said, you know, then I picked over, because he's a Bubbler. I said, I'm going to say Bubbler too. I said, yeah, Mr. Bubbler. But I don't understand, you know. What crime I did actually? What did I do wrong? I really washed my hands before. And then the principal and then the guy from the Ministry of Education, they look at me like, what the hell is he talking about? And they say, Patrick, what do you mean? I said, look, I know, and this one was extreme than you, I was setting them up. I said, my mommy always said, before you eat, you have to wash your hands. So I wash my hands first. I take out the chocolate my mommy gave me, you know, and I want to eat the chocolate, and what's wrong eating a chocolate in the toilet? I wash my hands first. I mean, maybe it's not the right place, but if I eat it outside, all the other people will come, and then they are finished very fast. And then the guy looked at me, and he realized, and he said, show me. And I show him the cigarettes, and I peel off the paper, and it was a chocolate, and then these two guys, they look at each, I mean, the guy of the ministry and the principal, they looked at each other, and because you know the way I said mommy and all that, and they knew this boy is very, very naughty. He set this guy up. And then the guy really looked, and he wanted to see, and then he saw it's also chocolates, this Bubbler, and he got very, very upset, and he really, the principal say, so Mr. Bubbler, what did Patrick do wrong, actually, you know? And he repeated, he washed his hands, you know, like his mommy teach. And that guy got so pissed, and he leaves the office. And I never forget that day, you know, it's still in my memory. And then I go out, and because the kids saw him rushing out of the principal office, and I was still inside, and they said, oh shit. Because they didn't even know what I was planning, you know, because otherwise it's not fun. And then they saw him rushing out, very pissed, and I'm still inside. He said, oh shit, Patrick is really in trouble this time, you know. This guy, you know, don't know what to stop. And then I came out, and I bring my chocolates, and, you know, my chocolate cigarettes, and I come out, and they all look at me like, are you grounded or what? I said, I still have some chocolate cigarettes left, but we cannot, Mr. Bubbler said we cannot eat at the toilet, so we better eat here at the playground. And everybody laughed, and they ever really realized what I did. And this Bubbler, he really hated me, you know, he really hated me. But you see, that's what I mean, I was naughty. I was a bit naughty, a bit only. People say, masala. It's okay, I'm not going to make it too long, but you know, this is just a story. But I want to tell you something about religion, why I became Muslim. First of all, people told me I already live like a Muslim. You know, I'm not rich. Look, you know, you could say, yeah, this guy has a foundation and he must be rich. No, I'm not rich. I'm only rich in my heart, not in my wallet. When I go to the toilet, there's no gold coin coming out. No gold bar either. Yeah? So to all the... it's actually bad. Sometimes these people here in Malaysia, they see a white face, they think we're all bloody rich. Look, we also work hard. We also work. I work 7 days. I like it. You will not believe how I work. I have a cycle of 3 days. I sleep like 2-3 hours the first night, 3 to 5 hours, sometimes 4. Like last night I went to sleep about 5, I wake up 8, yeah, 8 a.m. because, you know, so I have a cycle like 2-3 hours, 3-4 hours, and then the third day like 5 to 7, sometimes 8 hours, and then I start again. And you say this is not normal, yeah, because I did my military service, I was intelligence service, I was trained, and I have a way, actually, I can explain in the future. I call it jungle power food. You know, I like the people in the jungle, like the Orang Asli. These people don't have money. They never had money to go and see a doctor, so they have their own ways. But you can use this one also as preventive medicine, and I believe in that, and I believe in medical tourism also. But okay, I'm coming back to religion. Is why okay, so people told me you actually live already like a Muslim because you feel inner peace by blessing other people, and that's why I realized I was a Muslim. You know? So I realized actually, I'm stopping the time. I'm gonna make it short. So then I say, yeah, actually it's true. I'm a very naughty person, and I also like to bless people. You know, I'm naughty to the people that actually annoy me, like corrupt people, people who work for the government, and actually if you have some great idea and you go and see them, but they only care about their own pocket and they don't give a shit about the country. I'm sorry, maybe my daughter listening, sorry, I used the word shit, not good, tak boleh. Sorry, Nico. Yeah, my daughter, my youngest 12, my eldest 22. So they're not here, but maybe if they look at this movie, they'll say, Daddy, you cannot use bad words. Yeah, okay. So, sorry, sayang. Okay, we go on. Another thing why I actually, my first wife, Buddhist. I go to the temple with her. I became Buddhist because they say it's not a religion, but it's a way of living. My second wife was reborn, you know, she was a Filipino, and my first wife 9 years older than me, my second wife 23 years younger than me. We had a very good relationship, but because she was young, she was a little bit insecure, and we're still good friends. We separated, and she went back Bali Kampung. I have nice about that, and so then I was reborn. I went to many nice churches. Some of them a little bit boring, some of them very exciting. But no, my two Ustas friends, they're very funny. So for sure, you know, I mean, we don't sing in the mosque. I mean, and the Ustas was singing at the end. I mean, I say a nice song, but it was more like a prayer. But the whole thing is, what I like about Islam is actually is the only religion that really respects other religion and accepts that there is other religion. While other religions, sometimes Christians, they say, you know, I mean, okay, Islam said Allah is the greatest, yeah. But still they say there is Buddha, there is, you know, there is Jesus, there is Maria, there is whoever the Hindu. You know, then you have the Chinese, you have the Taoists, you have the Buddhist, you have the Hindu, you know. But they say it's okay, you know. I mean, you know, but our God is the greatest. So I mean, it makes sense. And what they also do in the law is actually you can bless people of other religions. And this is very special, you know. Actually, there's not one religion that I know of that I've been part of that they accept that. And so that's why I really say, yeah, it's nice, you know. And because I like to bless people and set up the company PITA Bangsa to bless Johor if they allow me, is a way, because we have now the banana cake, we have the food stall franchise and all that. So there is a way if people really want to work to help them and set up a small business and earn some money, extra money maybe. Or, you know, actually food stall business you can earn quite well. It's tough work, but still, you know, if you're not very well educated and you don't want to start a complicated business, this is a simple business. Fry a banana, sell it, and what you cannot sell, you eat it. I mean, you don't do that for a long time, but I mean, I gave it away, and people came back, they say, oh, thank you, last weekend you gave me, and now I come and buy the banana, because when it's cold, it was still nice. Still crispy outside and soft inside. That's why it's quality. My father always said, when you do something good, or you don't do it. So this is the same with frying banana. Whatever you do in your life, if you do it good, and you do it with passion, and people will feel that, they will see it as quality, people will go for it. This is extra value you add. If you do things halfway, you better don't do it. That's what my father said. Yeah? I mean, this is important. This is a very important lesson. So whatever I do, I try to do it. And it's a perfectionist mate. My daughters, I gave them a hard time, but they respect me for what I did. You know? They respect me. I made them tough, and but I say, you know, it doesn't matter what you do, but if you do it, even if you clean a toilet, just make sure you do the best job ever. Nobody complains. That's I think, the key to success. When you do something, you must be passionate. I mean, you know, and you must like to finish the job. Don't leave it half work, and you know, and whatever you do, be passionate. And if this is like an architect designing a building, or even just a guy who's planting trees or cutting grass, if you clear the cut grass away and put it on plastic bags and make it look nice and don't leave it just behind. I mean, this is what I call like finish a job. Yeah, don't leave it halfway. Okay? I think I'm really going to stop now because it's 21 minutes is too long. Okay. If you like it, you know, okay, look, you can, it's up to you to agree or disagree on some things, you know, about religion. I know a lot of Christians, they don't like maybe what I say, but I say every religion is based on three things: respect, love, and care. And basically, they're all the same. That then people in the middle between you and him, if it's God, Allah, Buddha, whatever, so sorry to say whatever, I don't mean any disrespect to any religion, but if any person in between try to divide you up from other religions because of personal reasons and make you dislike each other or hate each other, what happens? You know, some governments are very good in that. You know, the Irish and the Protestants, they fight for a long time for no reason, because there's not much difference. But I think maybe England liked it. There's always somebody who will benefit of a war. If they don't supply the guns, there's other benefits. Maybe it's oil, maybe it's gas, yeah? So that people are not united in the Middle East is for a reason. But if I ask the people what's the difference, there's no Muslim who can explain to me really in detail. I said, Patrick, actually there's no difference. I talked to two Muslim lawyers. They told me, Patrick, I said, so why are they fighting, sometimes even killing each other? And then of course you have fanatic people, you know. Unfortunately, many Western people only know fanatic Muslims. But they're also fanatic Christians. They're also fanatic Buddhists. You know, they're also fanatic Catholics. I saw them. And these are the ones that people remember, that's the problem, and then give a religion a bad name. Yeah? But Islam is really a peaceful country. A peaceful religion. Yeah? It is. And I'm amazed how people bless other people. I really feel comfortable around them. I like to go. I never forget my first prayer is like I was cleansed. I cried like a baby. I experienced things that, you know, it's amazing. I don't know what Allah is doing to me, but I mean, you know, Sa took me there and now he asked me to make this video, and yeah, maybe Allah is using Za, or maybe it's using me to spread some messages. But my messages, every religion is based on respect, love, and care. And anything else other people add is so very often used to divide you, to fight against each other, kill each other. And this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. So if you are so Buddha to believe all this nonsense and you don't want to go and look in the books, you know, I think there's nothing in the Quran who will say, you know, you behead a person if you do this or that. No. You know, like in the Philippines, this Tawi, they just make a business out of it to kidnap people. And that they are Muslims, you know, they could be Christians too. I mean, this is just their business, and they give actually Islam a bad name, in my opinion. You look, I'm newly converted, and I'm a very practical guy. I'm in IT, I think logically, and I share some things. But that's how it is. That's how I feel it is. I try to simplify things. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay. You like it, you tell me you want to hear more, I will do that, I will share. And I hope I didn't, how to say, I didn't make fun of any religion. I know sometimes I try to be funny, but I cannot help it. I'm also naughty. I cannot help it. That's the way I am. I'm too old to change. Yeah, and maybe Allah don't want me to change, or maybe He's using me to spread this message as a crazy Belgian converted, living in Malaysia, loving it, loving Asia. Actually, not only Asia. I love Asia and Africa, and I believe together they can really compete the US, China, and Western world. I will tell you more about that. I have some crazy ideas, but I like halal trade. I like Islamic banking. It looks like I've been Muslim for a long time, but who knows? Maybe it was a ustaz before my previous life. You never know. Yeah, some people say you're worse than a Chinaman. I say, yeah, maybe it was a Chinese in my previous life. You know, when I do something, I try to do it the best and I give it. I'm a passionate person. Give it my best. Okay, now I'll really go. Okay, take care.